Yo, we're back at it. It's your guy, Mr. Chocolate, Tyrone, whatever you want to call me. It's okay. All right. So I got the big homie, Black Pearl. What's going on with you, madam?
Hey, I'm chilling.
All right. And we got the doctor. I said the doctor's in the house. Dr. Roy Rain. What's going on with you, madam?
Good evening.
Y'all missed out.
We are pretty serious.
The doctor had that fresh bonnet on earlier, man. That thing was coordinated. If you're gonna go out with a bonnet outside, you were gonna do it the right way. That would have been the right way.
Yeah, y'all need to get some tips from the doc with the coordination.
That thing coordinated. How many bonnets you got? You got like one.
I only have one bonnet, sir.
Oh, so we just okay. Because the way it looked was like you had one for every outfit.
Oh snap!
You saying I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Not one for every outfit. I can't.
You know, hey man, you be the queen of Walmart. They be like, dang, our queen is here. Nah, it's all good. Shout out to all the bonnet people who be outside in their bonnets and whatever. It's all good. No judgment. Not for me, I think Monique and them had some issues a while back, but I don't know. I didn't concede it to the culture. All right. So what's been going on, man? What's going on this week? Black Pearl.
Allergies kicking my tail. That's why I got these. I got the specs on, even though they're not. They're not for my visual needs. They're for my blocking the puffiness needs.
You say they're aesthetic. They're aesthetic.
I'm still very blessed that I have my sight. So
okay.
Okay.
Hey, you see that video with that boy Paul Lynn? It's this white dude dressing all yellow. He's like supposed to be Paulin. And he be talking about I'm Paulin and
is he like heavy set?
Kind of.
Because I saw one where it's like a white dude and he's like it's like pollen and heat and humidity. And
nah, it's just about Paul. It's this white dude. He kind of talks like black a little bit. He be talking about I'm Paulin, baby. I make the flowers. Y'all be hating on me when I cook it. It's funny. It's funny. It's like he's like at least Paulin and feeling bad because everybody be hating on him. Y'all be hating on me, and I'm out here trying to make these flowers grow and all that stuff. Yeah, but yeah. No. The Paul is crazy though. Paul and I got little sniffles. I had them. I kind of getting out of it now though. But yeah. What's going on, Dr. Roy Rains? What's good with you this week?
Same as last week. I'm still counting down. I'm just done.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm out here just trying my best to stay out of jail.
Not out of jail.
Woo, them kids, boy.
You woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna tell you, these kids, man. It's just I've been feeling like it's over. I was like, we're cooked. It's over. The apocalypse. These kids. I don't know. These kids have been letting me down lately. I had a kid in my class. This is sad.
This is sad.
We was talking about Martin. So somehow we started talking about Martin Luther King in my class, which I don't know. I can't remember why, but it came up. And this kid was like, he was like, oh, that's that ugly black man who was talking a lot and got shot.
Stop.
It was a moment everybody was like,
wow.
The whole class had stopped and was like, bro, what? And he was on full, he went in full ignorant mode. Was like, yeah, he's ugly. And I was like, stop talking, bro. Just stop talking, please.
Where did that even come from? Like, what? What?
Bro, like, so it's amazing how a lot of our kids have no clue about history, about like our history, and they have no clue. They think the way it is now is the way it's always been. They don't have any. There's no like reverence for people that came before them, they don't have any, like, how we have reverence, like, oh man, it's crazy to talk about Dr. King. They don't have it. I'm telling you, they don't have it. They don't know anything about it, and they don't care. They could care less about that. They like, that's old. That didn't happen last year. That's old. I don't know.
Wow.
So, shout out to the parents that teach their kids about history and what's going on. I don't know, but hopefully,
That's bananas.
please talk to your children, and I don't know. So
if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it, right? Did I? Okay.
Yeah. So, it's one of those moments where it's like, dang, I don't have any bandwidth to help this kid. It's too late. I don't know.
No, that's law. That's take that L and.
Yeah, this is a societal L. This is an L. And I just wore it the rest of the day and had that feeling like, wow, we're cooked.
Wow.
But I don't know. No. But yeah, but that's my week so far. And there's more of him, and they just be bombarding me with this sad reality. But hey, we do what we can do, man. We try to fight the good fight in that school building. But after this, when summer hits, I'm like Big Red from the Five Heartbeats. I'm closed. My office hours are closed. You come emailing me, ask me about school, I might hang you out a window. My office hours are what? August. Don't call me. Don't call me June, July. Hit me up middle of August. The middle of August, not the beginning. That first week is still mine. I go, my educators know what I'm talking about out here.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, man. So, we normally talk about what we've seen out there, what's been hot in the news and stuff. All I've been hearing about lately is your guy,
Why you gotta be our guy? Can't
Black
be your
Pearl's guy,
my guy.
New York's own, the Diddler.
Well, here before y'all get on New York's own, right? New York already knew that something was wrong with Diddy. It's the rest of the world.
He's still your guy. He's
not my guy.
That's y'all's guy. That's New York's guy.
He belongs to the borough he from.
Hey, you know what I know about people from New York? When somebody crazy does something stupid, they be like, "Oh, he from that. He from Queens."
Nah, that's not true.
But when they great, oh, New York baby, NYC.
No. That's
baby.
not true. That's not true.
When there's a scandal,
we definitely give people like the borough thing. They definitely own their people. But when they crazy, we put extra emphasis on yo. That ain't come from Queens. That ain't come from.
Yeah, that's not saying. But when they're great, they New York. Biggie, he New York.
Yeah, but Brooklyn owns him. You got to be there to understand. But go ahead, back to you.
I know. You be there. It's cool though. But so Diddy, we talked about fallen heroes a while back, man. It's over for Diddy. It's over. He had the lawsuit come out earlier, right? And Cassie, she was she had the lawsuit, and she said he was beating on her and making her do all kind of weird, freaky stuff. Ordering BBCs and all kind of foolishness. All right, and then he was like, "No, I didn't do it, but I'm giving this bread." And that was a big red flag. Like, wait a minute. The next day he gave the money up. Here, go away. But it didn't go away. All right. So fast forward, then he came out and said what he said. It's not me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm innocent. Didn't do anything to her. Woo. All of that. And then other people were taking sides. I seen my guy Young what's his Young Thug, not Young Thug, Slim Thug, the guy from Texas, and he was like, they trying to bring the black man down. You had that whole crew. They just trying to bring another black man down. This is all just people trying to get money. And people were like, okay, well, all right, you know how we do. Yeah, bring a black man down. All right, yeah, this might be a conspiracy. Then 4K, the video came out. Y'all see the video? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was true. Beating the brakes off of her, kicking her, pushing her. Yankee just being an Ike. We had a whole Ike in our generation. He got us.
He's not the only one. Come on, stop it.
But, yeah, but he's the one right now. He's the one right now. You know, we know he ain't the only one. All right, but he's the one right now. So, what are y'all's thoughts on that?
On Diddy? His
And don't go Cameron on me. Don't go
was
Cameron.
it his head got too big for his bridges? Is that what it is? He too big for his bridges? Yeah. See, I'm trying to do the southern. I don't know. He got a lot of money, and he didn't know how to act. Period. I mean, it's a classic case of abuse, except there's money attached to it, so now it looks a little different. That's how I feel about it. She's not the only one. There's people still who's probably commenting on Diddy who's still beating, their girls and all that other stuff. You got the hip hop and entertainment industry responding, and I think I told y'all this before the show. You got Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend that's like, it's funny how you got something to say about Diddy, but you used to do the same thing to me. It's not odd. It's just, what will we tolerate when we believe the person who got money is for us? That's how I feel about it. Why do we have to see it on video to believe her? Why can't we just believe her because she says she's getting her ass kicked?
Okay. All right. Well, what you think, Dr. Royal Rain?
So
go ahead, let it out now.
No, it's nothing to get out. It's like gas.
I felt like she was about to bust out in a rhyme. That's all.
No. It's like this. I really don't have a whole lot on this because, as you have already stated, when it was put out there initially about these incidents and his abuse of her, and the fact that he did go ahead and immediately, like you said, within 24 hours, he paid her, and that was supposedly the end of it. When people show you who they are, believe them. So again, and me having been a victim of domestic violence, I listen to what's being said, and more importantly, I listen louder to what's not being said.
Facts.
So with that understanding,
Can you elaborate on that? Well, break that down for us.
What was said was what you have already presented, right? What was not said was anything from him at the time, because he was involved in trying to go ahead on and resolve this, because it was already conversation and talk regarding his potential involvement in the demise of his former his baby mother, Kim, and all it. Like, so where I'm going with this is, when people don't do a whole lot of talking, that's when you need to pay attention. When somebody turns around and pays somebody off quickly, and you already said it, it's hush money. Shut your doggone mouth. Go on about your business. So I didn't need the footage.
Yep.
Personally. And so for me, to be quite honest with you, it's disturbing me to the point that I don't care anymore. I didn't care then, but I really don't care now. Why we're putting so much our emphasis on the footage at this point. I personally don't care, because it was already true to me.
Yeah.
Same. Oh, so you say you don't care about the footage, or you don't care about him beating the girl up?
I don't care about none of this.
I didn't need the footage myself.
And the reason why I'm saying I don't care is because, and I'm going to piggyback off of Pearl, what I just shared, transparency. As a victim of domestic violence, again, I listen to what's not being said. I pay attention to those cues. So piggybacking off of what Pearl said earlier with regards to this whole situation, I didn't need the video, because so much chitter chatter had already happened before this video.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot. Well, that's one thing about him. There's been a lot of chitter chatter. What's about? So you saying? I'm trying to understand.
Chitter chatter was going on before.
So y'all saying as victims of domestic abuse before. So are y'all saying that y'all don't care about it because
we're making more. We're making
I
more
don't think
noise.
We're making more care. Yeah, I don't think it's not a care. It's not.
We're making more noise about this.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's Diddy. It's attached to money. So it's like, oh, he was beating her up. But there's a lot of people getting beat. I think the hush money was like, okay, well, why are you paying her off if you didn't do anything? What are we paying her to stop saying? Nothingness? What are we paying her for?
And the other piece to this,
y'all cold out this bitch.
No, we're not cold. I'm not cold. And the other piece,
do y'all understand that y'all scrutinized the victim until the video came out? Nobody noticed.
Child, please. I won't scrutinize nobody. And here's the other piece to this. And I'm gonna be quiet.
The victim.
Really? So y'all saying now that the video came out, you believe her, but all the stuff before that, y'all didn't believe her?
Well, I mean, so I believe
that's saying the victim. That's telling the victim that she the problem till y'all have proof in the pudding.
Well, no. So I was in the camp. Me personally, Tyrone. I was in the camp before the video of like that. I was pretty sure it happened because he paid real quick.
Exactly.
And two, I just over the years, I said this on some shows before. I always got the vibe that he was a bad person. He always came across as like a bad dude to me. So, I just could see it happening. And plus, you had like his bodyguards and shit. Like people have been talking about it for years. Like all the stuff that's been said.
Harold Mace was talking about who he was.
Yeah. So like I don't like all the stuff that's been said about him, like all the gay stuff. Like he was on Drink Champs, like calling people daddy and like insinuating weird stuff. Then like it was always in plain sight about.
He had Mace. He had what's the other group? The Locks. Was it the Locks?
Yeah, Mace.
112. All these other people who was talking about
Black Rob.
Yeah.
So
Mace said he went to his house and he had like a dildo stuck to the wall.
Okay, and we believed them for a little bit, just not as much. But as soon as this woman comes out, now it's like, oh, she just want his money. The victim became in the.
I disagree a little bit. I didn't hear a lot of people. Well, of course, some people said that. I'm going to say that, but I think most people were like, "Yo, like I'm pretty sure like that he did something to her." Like most people were like he did something to her. Now, some people were like he did something to her. I did hear people say like, "Oh yeah, well because of the 10 years, like you can't get manipulated and like kind of be stuck."
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
So that's absolutely a thing. Those are people who don't get it. Now I will say, and a lot of times, surprisingly, women say the craziest stuff about this. Because I was having a conversation with a group of women, and this topic came up, and I again I'm like, oh yeah, he did that. Like this, I'm like messed up. Like I know people get beat up, get domestically, abuse happens all the time, but I don't hear about them. So when I hear about it, I feel bad about it. Like I feel bad about what I hear about. I don't know about the regular nameless people, so I can't, but the ones I hear when it's popular and it's high profile, I'm like, oh, that's messed up. Just anybody. So that's what I was saying, and it was a woman. She was like, no, she just wanted that money. She was there for all that time and she didn't leave. She was enjoying it. I was like, she was enjoying getting the beat.
Maybe she's one of those people who thinks she could fix a man. I mean,
and like it was just like she was so emphatic, and I was like, yo, you a woman? Like, I was like, you ain't got no, like, she had no.
That's because nobody has beat her ass yet.
We can just go ahead and end the show on that.
And I said yet. I don't mean to speak that on that young lady, whoever you are. I don't mean no disrespect because because that came across disrespectful. Love, I don't know who you are. I didn't mean no disrespect, but for real, when you've been through it, your whole perspective changes, and then you begin to understand to an extent. Because everybody's story, everybody's scenario, situation is different. But you do begin to understand a different point of view in that everybody is not able to like completely cut off and leave and not deal with this, that, or the third. It just does not operate in that simplistic fashion.
Yeah,
it just doesn't. And the only other thing I want to say is, which is why I'm saying with this, is because this video haphazardly surfaces when it was recorded in 2019.
16.
So even worse, 16.
Yeah.
So where I'm going with this is we're talking about something that's 8 years old. Why are we having this conversation? Why is it even
someone else got paid? That's what that is.
That's my point. Am I getting paid?
Nah.
No, unless you forgot to tell us.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Lord, and I forgot to play the lottery. Ooh, that's a camera moment, y'all. I forgot to play the lottery. Don't keep talking though. Lord Jesus, I forgot to put my numbers in. I'm sorry, I digress. Go and keep talking. Father God, let me do that right now.
This got her feathers ruffled with this topic. Well, here's the deal, right?
Father God, help me gamble. That is crazy. Okay, hey.
I need a blessing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pearl.
You would not feel like Puffy already had some, or Diddy, that's what we call him. Diddy had some narcissistic tendencies that he liked to show off, and we saw all the time.
Yeah, a bunch. Yeah, I mean, he does always seem like a bad, even from like making a band, having people walk to get cheese.
Exactly.
And you could just. You could just tell like that dude was, he had some asshole in him. He was
something different. That's the word.
You could tell. But then the other angle too is like all the people, it's just the whole system. Like at that hotel, he was so comfortable doing that, knowing the cameras there, he could just pay somebody off.
Yeah, wasn't he running in his towel or something?
Yeah, he's running in his towel. Like he could just pay people off. So all the people, again, it's like with the R. Kelly thing, the people around him, like he was enabled by a lot of people. Like who are those people? Who are those people? You need to call them out too, because there's a lot of people.
Absolutely.
A lot of people who were. One of the bodyguards was telling the story about how he kept watching him like beat the girl's ass, and like as a man, even if it was my job, there's different types of men, I suppose. If I see him beating on a woman, I'm going to stop him, and I'm be like, bro, there's other people I can be a bodyguard for. I'm sorry, bro. Like I ain't stand. Like for you to now people are like kind of being snakish and like doing these interviews trying to get shine. But you watch him beat the girl's ass for all them years, and you just like
what? And didn't say nothing until someone else said something.
Just stood there and watched, and now when everybody's talking, I ain't got no respect for that, man. I ain't got no respect for that at all. Again, it's different types of men, man. I've been upset with women. I've had women say things to me that upset me, make me mad. But I ain't, just as a person, I have never, in my angriest, went to wanting to put hands on somebody. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand that tribe. I'm not part of that tribe.
Well, even if you have gone there, right? Let me play devil advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have felt like, yo, I'm really gonna lay hands on her, this woman left the room, which would give you the opportunity to be like, okay, let me breathe. She got away, and you went running after her. So it's like you can be angry. I'm not saying that. I know some people have been pushed to a limit, but this woman left the room and you went running after her. So it's not one of those, oh, she was in my, well, it could be, but she was in my face. She gave you that space.
Yeah. This
is a person who felt like they were above, to me, on the outside, they were above, whatever limit, boundaries, whatever that they had. I just think that he has always shown characteristics of a narcissist. And so it's not very surprising.
They're a narcissist.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's just not surprising. The surprising part is really the sad part that the victim had to defend herself after she was actually the victim. And I know she probably doesn't want to be recognized or titled the victim. At least I know I have been there, but that's what it is. It's like, yo, it's bad enough it happened to me, because nobody's thinking about this part. It happened to me. It came out. I left it alone. I let it be. I'm moving on, and now it's resurfaced all over again. It's like, yeah, nobody's looking at that part. But anyway.
And the other thing I'm very curious about, when the list now, it's going to be a list at some point. There's going to be something come out of all the dudes whose cheeks he's clapped in the industry.
And Diddy going to tell on all of y'all, just in case y'all didn't
know. Because I don't know, Meek Mill is not looking good for Meek Mill right now. Because everything that's been said about him has came true. And one of the main victim of Diddy, well, male victims, is Meek Mill. That's been kind of out there and kind of obvious. It's not looking good. So, and then it comes to like being, so if you want to say that the females are victims, we don't ever say the men are victims. We laugh at them. But
I don't know if we laugh at them, but it's
we
probably like, do we?
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's just, okay, I'll take your word for it. Maybe it's just less acceptable for the males to be a victim.
Yeah, because when I hear people talk about Meek Mill and possibly getting his cheeks clapped by Diddy,
why you say it like that?
They got the whole audio. Now, at first they were saying it's fake, but I don't know now. Now I don't know. That audio of, they say the bodyguard, again, these damn bodyguards. They say the bodyguard recorded when he was clapping dude's cheeks, allegedly clapping his cheeks, and he's like,
Consensually? Was it consensual? No.
I don't see. I don't understand that the gay.
Oh, you understand? He
do not.
He drugged all of these people. It has already been. Again, that's why I'm saying he drugged a lot of these individuals.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. He drugged. I'm saying at that moment of what happened with that situation, I don't know, because sometimes these people do be gay and be mutually gay.
Wait, but didn't Orlando Brown say the same thing about?
Listen, again, this is what I'm speaking to. This is what I'm saying. Like we put so much focus in on one particular person and have all this great conversation, if you will. But we are not looking at the core. The core is, if you are under the influence and somebody has drugged you,
well, you can't consider sex if you're under the influence.
Then you are not even aware of what has transpired. And again, this is just rebuttal stuff that I'm speaking, because again, this has already been put out there, that many people were under the influence, did not even know when they woke up, their pants were down, off, whatever the case is, and their anus was hurting. Like, where I'm going with this is, we're talking about sexual assault and rape. Ain't baby. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm quiet.
No, it's real. So the other allegation, speaking of that, was that's what he would do. He would, and this is not just, again, this is an industry thing, because I listened to several people talk about this, where people would go places and get drugged, and they would have these sexual acts done to them, and people
have no recollection.
And then they'll blackmail them with the film. Hey, we got you on film, get your cheeks clapped. So now we own you. And that's where a lot of this, you hear a lot of this. And, again, I'm a person that, if I don't know, that I don't really take stuff to heart too much. But here lately, things have been coming out where it's like, okay, now we got some logical evidence with some of this stuff. It's starting to make more sense. This might be believable. So I don't know. And it's a lot of people saying things that, talking about these parties. I remember Cat Williams talked about, back in the day, talking about being at a party, and Professor Ogilvy was in a room having sex with a dude, and everybody laughed like, "Oh, that's ridiculous. That's a joke." And then you hear stories about Diddy clapping the dad from Family Members' cheeks at a party, and it's like,
Carl?
Yeah, Carl Winslow. Yeah, well,
Carl Winslow was
Reginald.
Reginald Vaughn, something, right? Lee.
Yeah. Now he was an openly gay guy.
Yeah, he's openly gay. Mm-hmm.
But nobody knew it for a long time, really. So like us now, I think the industry did, but even him, like, so now
Because it
that's
was him and Uncle Phil from
yeah,
Fresh.
yeah, yeah, all the black dads were gay on TV. That's crazy. But
Oh
my
man.
man John Amos, I don't think he was, but man, that's crazy. That's a whole nother thought right there too, man.
Please.
But yeah, so now it seems kind of believable and feasible that could be the
Well,
case.
that's what I was saying. Even Orlando Brown was saying that's a part of the industry. You have it's almost like getting jumped in. You know what I mean? Like you have to
Yeah,
partake in those things if you want to. I mean, actually, so did Cat Williams. If we're coming to think about it, he said it too.
yeah, he
That
did.
that he said, "There ain't nobody taking my booty," you know. But he was like, "Why you think Cat? Not Cat. Why you think Kevin Hart doing so well? Why you think such as?" He
Oh,
said that too.
not the
I'm
cheat.
just telling you what he said. And again, the reason why I bring up Orlando Brown is he's saying that was happening to him since he was a little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so
And I don't know why we are surprised when things come out about celebrities. Like they are human.
Uh-huh.
They're like everyday people. Yeah, they make all these millions of dollars, which puts them in this little upper epsilon bubble. But at the end of the day, they ain't no different from me nor you. They put one pants leg on at one time, just like you and I.
I
Yeah,
beg to
but I
differ.
think they're on a
For
pedestal.
me, because
Ain't no pedestal for me. That's idolatry. Go ahead.
ain't letting nobody clap my cheeks. They different from me. I,
I feel like
man.
in certain areas in certain industries, people start making money and their head gets big because they feel like they're
I agree.
powerful now. You know, people are idolizing them. There are people who idolize them. You know, you talking about someone who grew up in the, and I'm not saying any of these people, but grew up in the projects, wasn't nobody, wasn't whatever, and now all of a sudden you got people passing out. You tell someone walk across a bridge, I'll do this. You got women throwing booty at you. It start getting to your head. I mean, not me. I ain't got that money, but it might get to your head for you to believe that you are more powerful than what you are. But like most things, what goes up must come down.
Well, no, they say money doesn't change people. It just enhances what you already are. If you are already like a disgusting person and you get money, it's going to enhance it. It's going to make you have more resources to be that disgusting person. I mean, if you're a good person, you get money, you probably gonna be the people that does good things. But if you got a little bit of asshole in you, that money's going to just enhance it. It's going to, give you a little upgrade. That's all. It enhances people. Because I don't believe everybody's on that, but it ain't looking good right now, man. It ain't looking good. So
So do you
now,
think I'm sorry, go ahead.
now I'm saying, so now, people are listening a little bit harder to people like Jaguar Wright and that came when she first came out with those allegations, people were like, oh, she's crazy. She's just hating.
Yeah, she came out with a lot. She still got more.
Yeah, and the stuff she said was pretty much true so
Because
far.
does she have like, I know it's not for her, it's not a conspiracy theory, but doesn't she have conspiracy theories about Aaliyah and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I did kind of wonder. I was like, damn, she was everywhere. She knows. But she said that the whole videotape and sex thing, she said it happened to her. But she said the person who did it felt bad and gave her the tape. And she said she didn't say what person, whatever group it was, they were supposed to be big, but then when you get a tape back, they fell off because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Right.
And a couple years ago, that sounds crazy, like she's maybe a hater, but now sounds a little logical. So, I don't know.
So do you think Puffy's apology was sincere? Because that's the other thing.
No, that was no.
Not no. That's how bad it is.
Nobody thought that was sincere. Because a few weeks ago, he was denying it happened. So how do you feel so bad and sick and now
but who's advising him? Because an advisor would be like, just stay quiet, like you've been quiet.
That's what your publicist is for.
Nah, so I think
he didn't listen to his publicist.
Somebody said this earlier, and I think this is what I think they're trying to save his brand, and career, but that's over with. It's a wrap. It's curtains for that. So I think they're just barking up the wrong tree. They're trying to come out and somehow save a brand, but the Diddy brand is over. Like no, they don't even say no homo no more. It's just no Diddy across the universe.
Not no.
It's just his name is synonymous with just dirtbag now. It's over for him. Like as far as that, I don't
But again, I feel like he's the type. Everyone else they've been through their stuff and they don't say anything about anyone else. I think Diddy gonna be like, let me let me pull it all out. I'm going down. Y'all all going down. I really believe it.
Or whatever tapes they got, stuff they got when they raided his spot, they probably going to be leaking stuff here and there. There's going to be stuff popping out, going on. But the other thing, man, I know Jaguar writer said she said there's some other people like they said Jay-Z and she said some interesting things about them, Jay-Z and Beyonce and potentially some stuff.
Say about them? I don't hear. Tell me.
Well, she said a lot.
Yeah, she said a lot.
Yeah. Like she's down with, they down with that stuff that Diddy be doing.
Yeah. She said they're just smarter about it. That's what she was saying. I don't know. Like she said that he drugs Beyonce. I don't know. I don't play fooling with Beehive tonight, but he said some things about them.
You just repeating what someone else said.
But they don't care. They be.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I just wanted to hear because I haven't heard.
People do not care about that. They hear it come out of your mouth and they go crazy. But again, that's all alleged. I don't know. And, so yeah, it's pretty wild. And then how's his son feel? His son came out with that whack, song.
Heard about that too.
And then like a week or two later, the video comes out. Like, are they like saying, "Dad, what the fuck, bro?" Or did they know? I think they knew. The kids had to know. Those grown.
How would they know?
Because they're grown. He probably put them on after a while.
How would they know? They were with their mother. They weren't there.
Now I'm talking about the way he lives and with Cassie. They would know about the Cassie thing. I'm sure
not necessarily. Some things are done behind closed doors. And again, we don't know how often the children were actually at his house. They were with their mother.
That beating was in a public hallway in the hotel.
Okay, but the kids weren't around necessarily.
Wow. And plus now go back before Cassie, Kim Porter, he was beating her up and she had broken noses. Somebody, the kids probably seen that. That he was beating on her allegedly too. She had broken noses, and the big conspiracy is that her not being alive anymore, he had something to do with that. I don't know, but the kid, if you're a kid, kids know shit. The kids know stuff, especially with domestic violence. You can't really hide that from kids. I ain't really seen domestic violence be hidden from kids like that. That's why
I did.
Damn. Well,
my daughter did not see that.
Well, I know a lot of people talk about knowing that something was going on with their parents. Especially like
she might have known something was going on, but she did not see it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you always have to see it, but kids know something's going on normally. Yeah. They know that something's not right. So I'm thinking, what did those boys know about what's going on? What does kids know? What are they thinking? That's the other part that sucks. The kids. So many things that people, and things that happen with this stuff. And again, I know it happens to other people that we don't know, but we see it right now. We see this case, so people gonna talk about it and feel a way about it.
So, do you think everyone that's involved in the circle of the diddler should go down with him?
Yeah, yeah. They need to go down.
I was gonna bust out like Heavy D did.
The diddler's crew needs to go down with them. They need to go down to all those.
Because what if you can't tell the difference between the bad guy and the victim? What if you can't tell? What if some people just were a product of what happened to them?
What, like they're victims of him?
Yes. Like, he snatched it. What you said, snatched the cheeks, but then now they became the snatcher of the cheeks. Should they also?
Yeah, they snatching cheeks. Yeah. Because
this is not something that's like 2 years deep, 4 years deep.
Nah, this is years deep.
Okay, so a lot of times, and this is just regular society, the victim now becomes the person who terrorizes, right? So it happened to them, and they start doing to next because right? I show you something, or I pour in this toxicity into you, and now I go and do it to the next and to the next because now it has become my norm, right?
Yeah, I mean, bully's bully. It's alleged that that's what happened to him. That's how he got put on.
Okay, so that's
he
what I'm
got
saying.
violated, and then he started violating, and
and that's what I'm saying. So are we saying everyone should go down, or once they start pulling names? Because, like I said, I really feel he will drop names, right? Once he starts dropping names, do they turn around and go, wait, it wasn't me. This happened to me first, and that's what I'm saying. So are we? Because
I feel like this. Every violator of people, every nasty person should go down. I don't really care. That like just clean house, destroying people.
Wrap it up. Because we like to bring it all down, but I mean, let's be 100. There are double standards. There's double standards.
Elaborate. What double standards you talking about?
So, all right. So Biddy. I don't know why, Jesus. Diddy is the spotlight person right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we approach our non-melanated brothers when they do things like this? Do we approach our melanated sisters? Because melanated sisters are doing it to brothers too.
Like Weinstein and Epstein and them. Yeah. I mean, eventually, now there's a lot of power that's behind them. When we can get to them, when they be getting caught, well, the big people be making them commit suicide and stuff.
Okay, so what about our sisters who take advantage of men? We have plenty of men that have gotten on and talk about how women are shoving their vaginas in their face and forcing them to eat and giving them head when they're not in the mood. Yes, sir.
Who? They doing what?
Really, Tyrone? Is that how? Let me give you a moment. Go ahead, get your moment.
Shoving in their faces?
Oh, yes. There are plenty of men that was like, hey, an older woman.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We don't approach women the same way, but those instances do create issues in those men where they bring it forward to women too. That's what's like, are we just because it's this person?
No. So like, I'm equal opportunity. If you're violating people, like there are women who violated young boys, but people see it different, I guess, or a lot of times the boys just feel like, oh yeah, I got some early. It's like, no, bro, you got raped. Like if you were a kid and somebody's, forcing you to do something, you got raped. And so a lot of that has caused issues in the community too. But those people, the women, they need to go down too. But we just never see it that way. It's like when with teachers, I'm a teacher. If a little cute teacher gets caught messing with a boy, people just are never outraged. It's always like, the first thing I always hear people say, like, if a female teacher has sex with a younger boy, they go, what? That boy told? Oh, man, he's stupid. Like, almost like, I always hear that almost every time. But
maybe that's why more boys don't come forward, because it's more acceptable for a woman to be a victim than a man. But then a man, which we talked about in the show before, men killing themselves, are struggling with it because society says you should enjoy it. You should be happy. I mean, you got some booty, right? But
and that's a problem.
Yeah,
because they go, oh yeah, you're stupid, man. That's crazy. But if it's a girl, oh man, it's a big violation. There was a rapist. He's sick. You're sick. I hardly ever hear the female perpetrators get called sick. But
the thing is, we're still sowing the same seed that creates the sick man who rapes the woman or the sick man who claps. We're still creating that same circle. I mean, I'm sure there are people who just wake up and are like that, but there are a lot of people who are just silently victims of a situation that is culturally acceptable. And a woman forcing herself on a man in this day and age is culturally acceptable because we tell our boys, you should like that. What are you complaining about?
Definitely.
And then on the other side, a lot of times when, like I mentioned the McMill thing, but when men violate violate boys or other men like that. That's always a thing that's always quiet because the first thing people think is, or they're gonna think I'm gay. Like a gay thing happened to me, and that's just and people hold that in and just go crazy with it. So and people don't realize getting raped isn't sex. It's getting violated. It's not. You didn't have sex with a person. You got violated. But people don't get that, and especially with the boys. If they get violated, they'll hold that for life a lot of times, and just let that thing just fester with them mentally. But it's you have sex with a person. You got violated.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So there's a guy that I knew. I don't want no one going through all the people I know, right? There's a guy that I knew in high school. He hung out with college. He hung out with a group of people, and they gave him Coke, and not Coca-Cola, Coke. Right. And, they took the cheeks, whatever, and convinced him that the reason why he accepted that, even though he was high as hell, was because he was gay. And for a while, he just kept saying, I'm gay. It has to be because, whatever. Don't tell nobody. I was like, did you call the cops? I can't tell them that because they're going to be like, you only accepted that because you're gay. But they would continuously give him. Yeah. Long story short, he's not. He's just a victim of a situation.
Victim of rape.
Yeah. And he ended up moving, and that's what I knew. I don't know him anymore because he's tried to just start his whole life over somewhere else. But yeah,
good for him.
So, and that was his thing. He's like, I just can't tell. I can't tell because they're gonna say I'm gay, and they saying if I accept it, don't matter if they gave me Coke first that I'm gay. That's why, blah, blah. And really struggle with that a lot. You know what I mean? A lot. So yeah.
And another conversation I've heard kind of is this being a generational. Well, the generation of Diddy, right? That generation, like I look back, man, like they were telling people about the lifestyle and then the culture. Like I remember being in high school, I remember being in high school now. Warren, you tell me if you've seen this. You're from the area where like you would see like these grown guys come pick up like the prettiest girl in school. She went and talk to the boys in high school. It would be like some 25-year-old dude come pick her up from school, and nobody said a thing about it. It was normal. Yeah. It was that generation of people. It was normal to for that kind of stuff.
But it didn't make it right.
It didn't make it right, and it was also they fed us a line, right? She must be real mature, blah blah blah, or older men. Like it was, they would justify those behaviors. They would justify the behaviors.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of that thinking, where like you could violate somebody, and in that generation, it wasn't considered being violent.
But it was in our face. I mean, let's go back to songs and artists, right? I mean, the infamous one that we all know is R. Kelly with Aaliyah. That was in our face. We thought it was cute. We was age ain't nothing but a number. We're dancing. We didn't care.
We didn't listen to lyrics back then because it was all kind of shit. Look, I was listening to to Biggie, and it was he had the line where it's like his boy Gutter would kidnap kids,
Yeah.
Blank them in the blank, throw them over the bridge, and that's horrible. That's disgusting.
But then how are we mad at the generation now when they sing about what is it, brown booty holes? Yeah, they're not listening. They just repeat it.
That's why I had to take a step back, and I was like, yeah, we would know better. But like we were talking, we literally just say he's the greatest ever, and dude was talking about somebody kidnapping and raping a kid and throwing their dead body over a bridge, bro, and nobody bashed the eyelash at. It was no controversy about it.
Repeating it in the street.
It was just nothing.
Well, until the Puffy thing, Diddy. I say Puffy because every time I think about his puffy ass, snatching cheeks. But anyway, that's one thing. But Diddy, the thing with Diddy, think about it. It wasn't until it came out. Everybody's like, oh, he had that song that talking about I was rolling around sheets with brothers or whatever. But it's not the first time we heard it. It's just now we're actually like, wait a minute, but he said he was.
Well, true story. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, oh, this is, and I heard that part, and I kind of went.
Yeah, I definitely stopped. Like,
I was
what?
like, wait. Okay, nah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I thought it just maybe he meant something else, but it represented something else. That's all.
I remember that one did take me back when I first heard it. But then you like his homeboy Aaron Hall, he had that song where he was like, it was a song. It was a rape. It was a straight up rape R&B song. It was like
the R&B meant rape.
Yeah, it was like locked. It's like the doors are locked. You can't get away. Yeah. You might as well come over here and not be afraid.
It was rape and batter. That's probably what
it was a song. The song was about the girl is with him and she's trying to leave and he's like, the doors are locked. You can't go nowhere.
It's called "Don't Be Afraid."
Yeah, don't be afraid. Straight up rape song. Just rape song.
Sorry.
No, you could.
Yeah,
rape and batter.
Don't be afraid. Straight up rape song. And then later he came out with the video and it was like on Vlad TV. And he just went crazy with it. Yeah, tell Puff about how we used to do them girls, and he just kind of admitted, and nobody thought about it. He had got a teenager pregnant, and it was just it was nothing. So this older generation really, because I that's why I say, you know what, I got to ease up off the Sexy Red lovers and stuff because we really weren't much better. We just weren't. We would listen to rape songs.
The beats were better.
we listened to pedophilia songs.
Well, here's the other thing too, and it's not a justification, it's just real. When we listen to the songs, we wouldn't we're just too busy dancing, sweating, just excited, right?
We was crazy for listening to that.
Wait, I didn't say we weren't so crazy. We just were focused on that. Right now that we've gotten older and we've slowed down with what we pay attention to, there's not as much distraction. It's just like, what are they singing about? But where did they get it from? It's passed down. Nobody just wakes up talking about brown booty holes. Nobody just, what I mean? The next generation is like, oh, let me one up what I'm already seeing, and that's what
sidebar on that particular note, that the original song came out in the 70s.
Have you been hearing the songs from the?
Yeah,
we've been singing about
the original song. No, I was just saying the original version of that song came out in the 70s, and all Sexy Red did was take that snippet and she just ran with it.
That's what I'm like. It's not, none of these things are original. No, not the one with the. Is that the one with the my kids and my booty hole brown? Is that the one? Yeah. Then that song actually the original song came out in the 70s. Most of these songs are not original.
Yeah, if I find it, I'll put it in the group.
They sing about the booty hole too in the 70s?
Yeah, that's original. She just took that snippet and
I put it in the songs from the 70s. That's like what? Like something about Well, again, we've been talking about, like, for example, which I was telling you guys before, that song "Baby It's Cold Outside." Literally, he's talking about, no, you're not going to leave. You're gonna stay right here. I don't care how much you have to go, right? To the point where they changed all the words because they were saying it was triggering victims of when they were held in a home or a house against their will when they're trying to leave. So it's just, what are we paying attention to? Being honest,
people were really mad about that. They changed about them like not playing that during Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know, because originally before I kind of thought about what we listened to, I was like, damn, they won't play that, but they'll play the booty hole song. But I don't know, man. I guess as you get older, you start listening more. I remember when I was a kid, my dad would like I remember when he took my I had Illmatic, had a tape. I finally got Illmatic tape that came out. I got that joint. I was bumping Illmatic.
Illmatic was good.
And my dad took it. He listened to it. And he ain't like rap. He ain't like people saying N-word, people talking about shoe. He took my tape and like threw it away.
Oh,
no. I was tight. Oh, I was tight. I was like, yo, that's Illmatic. What do you mean? And he was like, yo, this music is garbage. They're talking about, and he was like he talked about the lyrics, and I was like, Nah, man. But now, you know, you kind of become your parents as you get older. I hear all this stuff and I listen to lyrics. I just can't. It's some songs I grew up with. I love, and I like the Biggie joint. I was working out one day and that lyric came up, and I just stopped working out and I was like, "Yo, that's horrible." I was like, "That's horrible, bro." And I just can't do it when they get to too much killing and like you know. Oh, and I was listening to Dre Day. Dre Day.
Dang, you could pull all those songs up. Really.
Listen, so Dre Day is the gayest song ever, bro. Like it's all about Eric sucking some dude's D, can eat a big fat, like eating a big fat penis. It was just that's what the song is about. Gap teeth in your mouth, so my got to fit. Like it's a dude. I'm like, oh, this is super gay. I was listening to it and I was like, oh my God.
Did you just clutch your pearls?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, clutching my pearl. I was like, this is super gay and just weird. Like, how was this a diss? Like,
but what if he was gay?
Was like, yeah, he got them, Say what?
What if he was just trying to come out the closet? Like, look,
this was not trying to come out the closet.
I just said, what if he was? He was testing the waters.
I don't think. Yeah, well, that's a big.
What if he's testing the waters? Like, you know what's that thing? Like, I'm joking, unless you into it. You know what I mean? Like, what if he was just like, psych?
Well, hey, but what I know now I'm thinking maybe he was spitting some game, and behind the scenes they all had a big fat, penis orgy. I don't know. Now I don't know what to think anymore. Diddy's got us all messed up. I don't know what to think anymore.
You messed up in the game. You messed up in the game.
No, all of our childhood heroes. Now Diddy was Ike. We had a whole Ike in our midst, and he
was a booty bandit. He was a booty bandit.
He was more than Ike, because I don't think Ike was clapping dudes' cheeks. He's clapping everything. He's beating women. He's clapping dudes' cheeks. He's a whole menace out here. Get him out of here. He's a whole social menace. I don't know what to say. It's just so terrible. So
he's a whole menace.
Just menace. Nobody's safe with that dude. He's clapping.
I don't know. My thing is, people recorded things. You play it back. You add beats to it. You add things to the background. You create videos. They knew what they were putting out there. Even the people who helping them put the music, they know what they're putting out there. So what if it was like let's test the water to see? Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, think about how many times we listen to it.
Yeah,
right?
Our stuff was raunchy, man, because I was in my class and I was like feeling nostalgic, like, oh, I'm gonna do a 90s mix and play for the kids. Hell no. All of them, that music is nothing you can play. I was like, never mind, y'all. Never mind. We can't play.
Like, I was just joking.
Oh, no, can't play that either. Damn.
Like I said, the amount of times that an industry goes through a record before it hits the ground, somebody in the group of booty bandits knew what they were putting out there and they were testing the water.
No, I mean, it's always been said that is everything's on purpose. Chuck D back in the day talked about how the music flipped. At one point, because remember at one point they were doing like Self-Destruction and Same Gang, and those are popular. The songs are popular. They were popping, and then somebody said, "No, hell no, you won't."
Because subliminal messages are real.
And then all of a sudden, it was all about shoot and kill, and
some people hear something enough and they start to take it as the reality, truth. That's what it is. And where else to do it but in the song where it's like hyped up and someone's and you're like, yeah. Is that what they say? And then you're like, hold on.
Well, it makes me think of, people always think about the devil being this ugly monster. But when you really read and listen about it, they say the devil is beautiful. The devil was the most beautiful angel out there, and it was big in music. So we always look for the monster, but sometimes it's the thing we love the most that's beautiful, that's destructive to us.
Absolutely. But the devil is a master of manipulation, right? So while you searching, while you distracted searching for the monster, the real monster is doing his job.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not distracted in any of this foolery.
So stay on your toes.
Eyes are wide open.
That's right.
And again, you know, we talked about it tonight because it was a thing, but you know, like I say, I do believe too that it is a big distractive thing. There's a lot of distractive stuff because they still blowing up little kids and stuff overseas and like with impunity, and nobody kind of talks about that anymore. It's all kinds of things going on that we just don't really talk about. That's kind of crazy. So, but keep your hands off people and listen to lyrics, man. Listen to what you put into your brain because they trying to get us, man. I don't know. They're trying to get us. They putting out some stupid stuff out here that's not good. But with that being said, though, man, I you know, one of my favorite people, Rhapsody. She had an album come out recently. Fire. It's the antidote to Sexy Red. It's like if you getting poisoned by Sexy Red on the radio, I play some Rhapsody. Oh, I'm better now.
Oh, you said Rhapsody. Oh, okay.
Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I thought he said
She's
Sexy
dope.
Red. I was like, what? I was confused.
Yeah. Yeah, Rhapsody is dope.
Yeah, she's like the antidote to some foolishness, you know. Yeah, I got my antidotes out there musically that, you know, when I'm hearing some dumb stuff, I gotta play that stuff, you know. I'm always good with some old Little Brother. Can't go wrong with that, you know. Stuff like that. You know. But that's a topic for another day, right? All right. There's some good music out there. You just gotta find it. It ain't like back in the day, you know, all these avenues. You gotta look for the good music. It's out there.
Absolutely, because that's, you know, the other stuff is selling, so it's in your face.
Yeah, it's in your face. Yeah, I was listening to XM and took a trip. I heard I heard Sexy Red like over and over again. It was crazy. I was in a barbershop getting a haircut. And the time I was there, like all the dumb stuff kept playing over and over again to the point where the guy turned it off. He was like, I keep hearing this theme song. I don't know. I think that's
drilled into your head, but that's
another purpose.
Yeah, that's how it gets drilled into your head. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So but we made it to an hour.
Yeah. So, you know, cool little conversation, you know. I don't know, man. So just stay up. Watch out for Diddy. If you see the diddler coming your way, let somebody know because he is a menace out here. He is out here beating people and clapping cheeks, and we are not for it here in the experience.
Facts. Oh,
hey,
shit.
If I gotta get my cheeks clapped to have a bigger podcast, I will keep it small.
We don't need to have a podcast. We good if that's what you need.
We not. So if we blow up, please don't be insinuating. Don't be saying, "Oh, Mr. Chocolate got his cheeks."
The experience is not about the booty bandit experience.
We do. Hey, we'll do it the slow way, bro. We'll do it the slow way. Again, I am very fond of my cheeks, so you know.
I cannot.
Boy, wrap it up. Stop it.
All right, now I'm just messing. But all right. So look, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, please do that. It's right down there. Okay. The experience, like, share, tell a friend. If you enjoy it, hit the like button. If you're still on there, I see y'all. If you're still there, please hit the like button. It helps us out, helps us grow, and you know, helps us do our thing. We love doing this, and you know, so help the brothers and sisters out here. All right. So you can always join the Facebook group too. If you're in the Facebook group, don't be shy. You can drop something. If you got something to share it. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So everybody's good tonight. All right. You've been part of the experience. Where the experience is always good. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. No Diddy.